Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today guys, we're going to be mainly doing the work on the B-Max 1 litre EcoBoost engine. We're going to start stripping that front end down on the engine bay to get to the timing cam belt, wet belt thing. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one because I've never done one before. Most of you guys know that. You've been following me a long time, done the Fiat 500 cam belts, done the Fiesta cam belts. I think it's about time I tackle one of these EcoSport cam belts. Thanks for all the messages last night, guys, on the video. A lot of people, a few people were saying there's a special washer I need to get that goes behind the crank and a new crank bolt as well. So thanks for that. I really appreciate anyone that's done one of these. Not many people have, and they do take a long time. So yeah, we need to get cracking on that. What else? Also, I want to take the Fiat 500, the white one, off to the MOT centre this morning. I've also got Alan's Audi TT back from the paint shop. I'll show you that. I've took the wheels off to go and get refurbed, but I'll show you that as well. So yeah, let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, guys, first things first, let me show you Alan's car. So this is Alan's TT. It's on the axle stands because I took the wheels off. They're gone to the wheel refurbishers, and they're all being done, stripped back, acid dipped, cleaned up. It's absolutely going to be like brand new tyres and brand new wheels when they come back. But yeah, so he's back from the paint shop. And then what you can see, obviously, he's gone right across here, right down here on the seal. He's gone up. And yeah, believe it or not, that colour match is absolutely spot on. Again, yeah, he's done a really, really nice job. He took it right up on that corner. He took it round the bumper, took it up this pillar as well. He's done the two trims that go in here. They're in the back seat over there. Them two are there. But yeah, he's gone over the car as well for Alan. He's sort of buffed it up and sort of tried to polish it up the best he can. Because what he's saying to me is that because it's not a really old car, it's 2008. So, but you've still got to be really careful with the lacquer. And he said if you're using a machine, you can burn through the lacquer really quickly, being this kind of age of a car. So he's gone all over it, but he said, just see how it is, see how it goes. But it does look absolutely spot on now. So, yeah, that's that. The wheels are off. We've also got to do some engine work. I've got to do the thermostat and the thermostat temperature switch, temperature sensor switch. Yeah, it's like a green temperature gauge. So we've got to do that at some point. But, I want to crack on with this one today. I want to start the strip down. I'm going to take some pictures of the whole top end, and I'll take some pictures as I go because I need to know. I've never done this before, so I need to know exactly where this goes because that is a lot of stuff to undo and take apart. And I need to know where all the wires run, where they sit, where they go, what plug goes what. I'm going to mark pipes as well, so I want to get a little marker. See that one there? This has got to come off, I think. So I'm going to mark it here with a little pen, just so that I know where the pipes go round and go in. We've got to drop the coolant as well, because obviously we're doing the water pump. So we've got to drop the coolant. And yeah, the other thing we've got to do this morning is get the Fiat 500, the white one, the 2011. That's going to go to the MOT centre because I want to find out if it's going to throw me up any problems with that car. So let me go off to the MOT centre first of all. Lovely day out again, really, really hot out there. So I'll bring the car back. I'll show you the results on the MOT. And then if we have to do anything to get it through, or we have to do any advisories, we're going to crack on with that today as well. So really, really busy day. Let me get cracking. I'll see you in a bit. I'm going to go and take it to the MOT centre and I'll be back. See you in a bit. Right, okay, I am back. Let's show you the results on this one. Do you know what? This actually turned out quite a nice car, I've got to be honest. when I first got this car, I bought it quite cheap. I think it was like 550 quid. It was the one that I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to use it as parts. Do you remember? But actually, it drives really really nice. No knocks and bangs. It's a really nice little car, actually. So I'm so glad that I did save it. But let me show you the results. So there we go. Another pass. No advisories. I need to get that on a t-shirt, shouldn't I? Should I get on a t-shirt? No advisories. Let's do this. Yeah, anyway, I'm laughing and joking, but it is good news, isn't it? It's always good news when you come back with an MOT on a car and with no advisories. There's nothing to do with it. It's had a full service. It's had the timing belt, the water pump. We've done the cluster, you know, all the mileage thing now. It's actually got the stop-start technology on this works still, because I was driving it to the MOT centre. It still actually works, which I'm pretty shocked about. But really nice little car. So, yeah, that's done. It's going up for sale today. I'll let you know how quickly this goes. They always go fast. As soon as you post it, within a couple of days, they sell so quick. And I'm always cheaper than everyone else because, you know, I do my research when it comes to the cars, the mileage, what it is and stuff like that. And I'm always lower, and obviously it's only a Cat N. So, yeah, I'll let you know, guys. But for now, let's get cracking with this. Take some pictures, and then I'm going to start the strip down. So, let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, I thought I'd just quickly cut in there, show you a little bit closer what's been going on. As you can see, I've stripped off quite a lot. Now, the wiring loom is over here now for all the plugs and stuff. Took the high pressure fuel pump is here. This one here. I've disconnected it from this bolt here, and then undone these 3 bolts for the fuel rail. Now that should just lift up. It's been a bit of a pig to come out, so I'm just going to lever it a little bit, see if I can get a little bit of leverage somewhere. Once it's popped, it should just pop up. And then I've got to disconnect that pipe there that's at the back. Or can I do it from there? I might be able to do it from there, whichever's the easiest probably. Then remove the high pressure fuel pump because that's in the way. Undo these 2 bolts. They're 8 mils. Just undo them. Or are they 10s? No, they're 8s. 2 8mm bolts for holding that down. Take them out. And then that should just bring across because it's this sensor plug thing that's in the way with the lifting up the cam cover. And then that should just go over there, should it? Somehow. That might just go over that way a little bit to give me a bit of space. If not, I'll have to disconnect this pipe here and then take those 2 pipes out of the way. And then that'll expose the actual cam cover and we can remove that. Spark plugs, I think they're all right. They can stay, I think. Yeah, they can stay. They're at an angle, these spark plugs as well. It's really weird the way they designed this. But yeah, spark plugs are right down there, so they're all right to stay in there. You can see them down there. So yeah, we are definitely getting it stripped down. You can see that that's where the auxiliary belt, and that is down there. Got a lot more space down here. It's quite a lot. There's actually quite a lot of space on this car, I've got to be honest. The gap difference between the actual chassis leg, and the engine there's quite a lot of space. So yeah, it shouldn't be that bad for space on this one. I suppose like a Fiesta or something a little bit smaller would be a little bit tighter, but yeah, it seems like I've got a lot of room. So, and it's definitely getting there. But I'm just sort of trying to keep bolts into where it should stay. I've got a load of parts up here. I took the battery out, so I'll put that on charge because it was a little bit low. I'll put a battery tester on it first as well, and I'll test it to see if it can stay in, and then hopefully we've got to change it. But I'm putting all the parts up here. Drop the oil as well, so that's done. Yeah, just keep taking things apart and keep taking pictures of where it goes, and stuff like that. So yeah, let me set you back up, guys. Let's keep going. Just see how far we get today. You never know. I haven't even got the parts for this yet, I've got to be honest. I've ordered a whole set. It hasn't even turned up. So yeah, you can see these like vanities on the side of the head as well. They've got to come out as well. I might just get rid of this wire. I think it's 1 plug going to the alternator. I think, yeah, alternator. So I'll unplug that and then bring this wire over the top or something, or hold it up there. And then these got to be unbolted as well. So yeah, let's keep going. Let's do this. Right, okay. Whew. It's so hot trying to do this for the first time as well. But making some really, really good progress. I've exposed quite a lot, and you can see this is the old belt. It's really clean in here, I've got to be honest. This is really clean. Even the oil, so clean. So it's definitely been well looked after, definitely been maintained well. The belt looks like it's in a, I don't know, like a real position. That should be in the centre. So it's definitely shifting or moving or something's going on there, but it's tight still. But you've got to get to, yeah, it's just got to get to a lot of it. And I've stripped loads of it down now. Took the belt, the auxiliary belt's been removed. I've taken off the two, I think they're solenoids. I'm not quite sure. Like I said to you before, guys, it's the first one I've done, so just stripping it down. I've not locked the engine up at all yet. I'm still sort of removing stuff and taking things apart. I've removed the bolts on top of the exhaust here because I need to drop the exhaust down to get to the sump. So I thought, let's just remove it from the top, take it away, and then it should just drop down and out of the way. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Whether or not it's the right way, I don't know, but so this is what I'm doing. It's still kind of stuck in at the minute. I think there's a bolt or two. It's loose, but there's definitely a bolt holding something and a bracket or something. So I need to remove that, find that, and then it should just drop down already. Yeah, but I think good progress so far. It is time 2 o'clock, so not bad really considering. But it does help when you've got a ramp and you've got a scissor lift or whatever, and you can lift it up and down. It's a lot quicker, a lot easier. You ain't got to climb all over the floor. It's just, yeah, it just seems all right. But we're going to keep going. We're going to keep moving forward, and we're going to see, what we can get done. It does actually look like there's like a split there. Don't know if you can see that. Definitely breaking down these belts, but I am putting back Dayco belts, and that's what they use in the factory, but it hasn't got Dayco written on it, but they are Dayco belts, yeah, OEM spec, so that's good. Still got lots of stripping down to do. We've still got a lot. Like I said to you, we've still got to lock up the two. I haven't got the tools yet to lock it up, so we can only get to a point, and that's it. I've got to kind of stop. So, but let's keep going for now. and let's just see, yeah, how far we get. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, what a day. Yeah, I'm understanding, and I can completely understand now why people, mechanics, don't like doing this job. And if they do charge a few quid for it to be done. I've heard of people sort of spending £1,600, £1,800 just to have this job done. It's quite involved, and it's my first time, and it's my first go. So, you know, I'm trying to sort of be careful. I'm trying to take my time and document everything and sort of put it all down, write everything down, put bolts in certain places, just really sort of, yeah, take my time. I had to, let me show you underneath. So this is the compressor for the aircon, and that was bolted to the sump there. So that had to be undone. And this bolt right here, this bolt that was sitting right here was absolutely seized solid. And it was the middle bolt. You can see it there compared to the other two. That one there. It was completely lock solid, and I thought I was going to snap the bolt. So I had to really take my time and really heat it up with the gun, the torch. I thought I was going to run out of gas at one point. I was going through it like really, really hot, and I was trying to heat up this part. It's actually still quite warm, I've got to be honest. But this part where the bolt was going into, I had to heat this up to get it released. Got it done in the end. Didn't snap the bolt, so that's good. But it's just one of them things where you just got to take your time. because as well is that because when that's in place, when that is in the place and it's supposed to sit up here into this section here, you've got them bolts there that I've undone for the sump that you can't get to. There's 3 of them behind this, so this has to be come off. And obviously it's bolted to the sump as well, and that's all coming down. I've undone all the bolts that I think is going to stop it. The only one I have to continue undoing is one right there that I'm just undoing now. It's got like a cover on it. So once I've undone that bolt, it's a case of that just knocking that down, and that sump should just come down, and then we'll have a good look at the oil intake filter, which is inside this sump itself. What else I've got to do? I've done this. This is unbelievable. I can see exactly why people don't want to do this job and don't want to pay for it, because it just is so time consuming. It's so much stuff you've got to take off to do certain things. And I suppose once you've done a few, it's like the Fiat 500s, them timing belts, and the Fiestas, the 1.2s and 1.4s. Once you start doing a few of them, it becomes quicker and easier. For me, what's helped a little bit is that I have had the Haynes Pro like manual completely printed off, and it does give you a kind of a guide step by step of what to do at what process on this particular car. You can see it's the Ford B-Max 1 litre EcoBoost 2012 to 2015. And it just gives you, it just tells you exactly what to undo. You can see there, that's the exhaust at the top. So I've undone all the bolts of the exhaust, done the bottom bracket of the exhaust, and it just separates away. So yeah, very good. Tells you how to lock the cams as well. How to lock it up from the top and the bottom, how to use torque wrench and wrench it back up. Here you go. Look, this is the 2 cams on top, and you can see these like special devices that you lock the 2 cams either side. Well, I've got those tools coming. They're being delivered, and you know I knew I needed those locking tools to do this right and correct. I don't want it to move. So yeah. That's where we are. But I think so far, so good. I have, really pushed this along today. So tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow we're going to continue. Drop the sump. We'll have a look at that, sort that out as well. I know the parts have turned up today because I've had an email. So they've turned up, but I don't know yet if the locking tools have turned up. So I don't know how far we're going to be able to go tomorrow, because I do need to lock it all up. I do need to still remove the starter motor as well, because I want to put a locking tool to lock the crank, the flywheel behind the starter motor. So we've got to do that as well. So there is some still bits and pieces to do. I just don't know how far we're going to go tomorrow without that locking tools. But it'd be interesting to see what we can get done tomorrow. But guys, what do you think so far? I've done quite a lot. I've stripped it all down. I've also been doing other bits and pieces. I've took the Fiat 500 for an MOT, and yeah, just trying to do other stuff as well. So, but like I said, I have run out of time. That is going to be the end of today's video, the end of part 1, let's call it, on this, and we'll continue tomorrow when we've got the tools and all the stuff with it. So yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Drop me a comment if you've got anything to say, guys, and give the video a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. So yeah, that's it. Take care. Thanks for watching.